What's up YouTube, it's Josh, this is the Den of Nerds. This video is all about the casting of Deathstroke, which is now official, and I know we had some rumors going around about this, about Joe Manganiello, and the rumors were true. I'm going to get into all that in just a second, but first I want to put another little word out there about our sponsor. This is Short Fuse Media Group. They're sponsoring all the videos in September for our contest. And once again, guys, to enter the contest, all you have to do is be a subscriber and comment on a video. Every week, I'm going to be giving away a bunch of digital copies of my comic, of the Short Fuse Hero Ignited line anthology, and really, really cool stuff like that. Short Fuse is an awesome company. If you are a band or looking to make a comic book of some kind for promotional material for, you know, your brand or yourself or whatnot, check out Short Fuse Media Group. They have an awesome team, can make you an awesome comic book, even if it's just for like a gift or something. So check them out. But they are also stepping into the publishing world with the Heroes Ignited run. And I love the characters from Heroes Ignited. And I'm very, very honored to be able to give people copies of that anthology as prizes for the September Den of Nerds contest. Now, let's get right into this video. Now, Joe Manganiello has been cast as Deathstroke. This is confirmed by a report that I believe is actually going to be in the Wall Street Journal. Very, very interesting place to have this kind of a report, but it basically broke about an hour ago or something like that. So hopefully, you know, this is like kind of cutting edge stuff for you, but this guy was rumored to be Deathstroke for a long time, and this all had to do with him being sighted near the set of Justice League. And then shortly after that, the internet noticed that this guy was following and getting followed back by all of these guys like Scott Snyder and different people working at DC on Twitter. So, you know, the internet doesn't lie, man. Like, we were kind of onto this already, but it's super cool to have this confirmed. Apparently, the article in which Geoff Jones is continuing to talk about this character and the casting, he says something to the effect of how they are taking a hard look at all of their characters in all of the films, and they are trying to figure out how to best represent them and to best represent the ideals about them. Now, on an interesting side note, semi-related, I was actually having a conversation with a retailer, a comic book store manager, who had just gone to a summit or an expo in Baltimore, which was the big Diamond distribution retailers meetup or, you know, convention or summit. He was talking to me about how he sat down with Dan DiDio, who is the publisher at DC. And, you know, I'm not going to go too much into that because it's really not my place to talk about, you know, exactly what was said. But the vibe that I got from DC and from Dan DiDio was that they realized they have made some missteps with the New 52, with the beginning of their cinematic universe. They want to get back to the core of these characters, to the legacy of these characters, and it's really, really cool to see them shift, possibly admit, you know, their mistakes and make a big shift. So it's super cool that, you know, all these kind of this news and this buzz that's coming out. I mean, Deathstroke, what an awesome character. It is super cool to see him get that live action debut. Now, this guy, Joe Manganiello, butchered his name. I spent so much time trying to remember this dude's name and I'm butchering it. But this guy, he was in the Magic Mike movies, which I've never seen, so I don't know if he's any good, but I imagine he's jacked up. And he was in some kind of Pee Wee Herman movie. He's done some things in like the WWE, helping announce and different things like that. He looks the part. I mean, he's got that kind of old Silver Fox badass look thing kind of going on. So, you know, definitely could play the part. And hopefully they've signed him on for an extensive contract because I really want to see him. I really want to see him in Justice League, like at least in some kind of a cameo sense, you know, similarly to what they did with Batman and the Flash in Suicide Squad. I'd love to see something like that going on in Justice League. Very, very cool to see if that happens. But either way, he is the main villain in the Batman film. And it's going to be so interesting because, like, you know, Deathstroke is a Teen Titans villain. You know what I mean? Like, he's honestly, that's kind of his stomping ground. And I know in the Arkham game, he had the big conflict with Batman, which, by the way, did you guys know that a lot of the CGI fight scenes between Batman and Deathstroke were actually directed by the guy that directed Deadpool? He did a lot of those animation stuff. This is kind of where he got his start. So very interesting stuff, but I digress. it seems interesting that Geoff Jones, on the one hand, is saying, I want to get back to legacy, I want to get back to the core of these characters, and then on the other hand, they are saying that they want Deathstroke to be the main villain of the Batman film. That seems kind of weird, you know what I mean? Kind of a little cognitive dissonance there, but who knows, man? Like, you know, it'd be really interesting to see if they do something like with duality, right? Because Deathstroke, he has a code of honor. I mean, it would be nice to see them do something like what they did in the Daredevil Season 2 with Frank Castle, basically having Matt Murdock see himself, but an extreme side version of himself, and kind of have that be this point of contention of the series and also for the characters in the story. So maybe Batman sees Deathstroke as like himself, but just out on the edge where he doesn't want to live anymore, and it sort of, so to speak, brings him back to the core of what his character is. I'm not really sure. I mean, Jones is co-writing this thing. He's now the president of DC Entertainment. He's the guy over there. And Wonder Woman looks to be the first film that has his complete and total stamp upon it. And I have really high hopes for that movie. I think it's going to look dope. So I trust Geoff Jones. I trust the vision. I trust Ben Affleck, great filmmaker. It's going to be interesting to see where we go from here. But Joe Manganiello, it's weird spelling, man. The pronunciation's simple, but the spelling's weird. Just, you know, change your name. I know that's not going to have me super famous and whatnot, but he is the guy. He's going to be Deathstroke. It's going to be really, really awesome, and I'm excited. It's official stuff, right? So that's really cool. But like I said, interesting to see how this is going to play out in the Batman solo film. What exactly is this going to mean? And is this guy going to be in Justice League? Answer the question, you know, let me know in the comment section. Like, do you think he's going to be in Justice League? Do you hope he's going to be in Justice League? And in what capacity? Always interested and to hear from you guys. And, you know, we've got that contest going on right now, so you're going to want to be in the comment sections so that you can get entries to win. And while I'm on the topic of that, I wanted to announce the 3 winners of this week's drawing. Now remember, we're going to draw every week and give a bunch of digital copies of stuff away, and then the grand prize winner will be picked at the end of September. So keep commenting, keep answering nerd card questions for your chance to win. But the winners of this week are Charles Rayfed. And, you know, Charles, I've seen you commenting a bunch. I just randomly went down, picked your name, saw you there. So you are one of the winners. I'm going to DM you. I'm going to hit you up to try to get you the copies of this digital stuff. Josh Vlogs 123. I see you always in the comments section. Thanks a lot, brother. Appreciate the love. And, you know, just randomly went down, got your name, was happy to see it. And Derek Sisilski, and I'm Polish, so I shouldn't be butchering your name, and I apologize, bro. But yeah, randomly picked your name too, so I appreciate you commenting. On, I believe it was a Dragon Ball video, and I know we've played that Dragon Ball Z card game once back home. If you're the Derek, I think you are, then you know, shout out to you, man. It's awesome. So those are the 3 winners of this week. Keep commenting, guys. Keep answering nerd card questions in order to get big chances to win. And while I'm talking about that, let's check the nerd card today. The question is about Deathstroke. He has a son that was a member of the Teen Titans. There's actually this really great run. Man, I don't want to ruin anything for you, but it has to do with the relationship between Deathstroke and this character on the Teen Titans. And the question is, what is the name of this character? Answer the question in the comment section below. Like the videos, be a subscriber to make sure you get all the awesome videos that I have coming out, and to make sure that you can be entered into the contest. That's all I've got for now. I hope you're having an awesome and nerdy day. See ya!